All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Get up!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
21.
On second down, here's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Ito Smith, his first carry, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to get it running right. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D. Has got to be priority 1.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Tuesday.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, watch the screen.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A big pickup at 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Get up. Watch the run.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check 48. Check 48. 21. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
21, 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. On first down, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Garoppolo. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gold is able to put it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Breida. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. That's complete, right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
21, 21. 65, 65.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante Pettis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On third down, that's Coleman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
20.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and gets...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Derek Shelby takes him down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here again is McKinnon. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 87 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. Hey, express!
From the shotgun, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Garoppolo now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And here now come the Falcons. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.